Hello, everyone. My name is Annie Webster. I'm here as a socialist. I'm here as Free Palestine, absolutely Free Palestine, and I'm here as a climate protector. Thank you for turning out on this such a flaming, wet, windy and sometimes sunny June day. I'm here, as I said, to speak about the climate, and it's tragically obvious with extreme weather events happening around the world that we're standing at the precipice of the tipping points. I also stand here as a convicted criminal. Last Wednesday, I feel perhaps narrowly escaped prison. A possible long time in prison. I received a 12-month sentence suspended for 18 months. My crime, pointing out with stickers that said, in case of climate emergency, break glass. So that's what happened to JP Morgan, the largest funder of fossil fuels in the world. We did this to shine a light on their crimes to humanity. Our judge, Silas Reed, thank you, he is worth a boo, is a climate denier. And he's more also of a climate delayer. I would say now that he does want to delay it because he just wants business as usual. I would also be so bold as to draw similarities between Silas Reed and Richard Drax, both from wealthy stock, both from eminent backgrounds. And as we know from Drax's voting record, he is a climate denier who also wants to keep business as usual. Interesting that Drax was a vocal opposer of the Navitas Bay wind turbine project, saying that it would desecrate the Jurassic Coast and harm tourism in the area. The project was to be over 9 miles out to sea. They'd be tiny little specks that you could see off Swanage. That project is now currently shelved. Well, look, that one I need. Thank you. Thank you. Interesting indeed that around a year later, Drax put forward for proposals for solar panels on approximately 106 acres, scaled down from an original 175 acres on his land at Charborough Estate. He could have been a bit more upfront and direct when opposing Navitas and actually say, oh, any money that comes from renewables, I want to go directly into my pocket.
Too right.
Drax's environmental voting record, I'm just going to mention a few. Air quality. He consistently voted against decent air quality. So he doesn't care if our children get asthma. He doesn't care if all the noxious pollutants in the air go into our young people's minds, into their brains, and cause them irreparable damage. You'll not be surprised at this one. Voting against climate change, he voted 19 times. He's pretty consistent against that one. He voted against greater regulation of hydraulic fracking to extract shale gas. He voted against improvements to biodiversity. He voted against the preservation of environmental protections after withdrawal from the EU. He also voted against environmental water quality. Maybe he cares little about our beautiful chalk streams, some of the rarest in the world, becoming heavily polluted, or indeed our unique Jurassic coastline having sewage dumped in it on regular occasions. Going back to my sentencing mitigation statement from last week, I stated to the judge that neither my JP Morgan action, or indeed any of my previous actions, of which there are one or two, were self-serving. There was absolutely no personal gain. My only serving is, and always has been, and always will be, towards the protection of future generations' future. I would challenge Richard Drax as to whether standing as an MP again for South Dorset was for personal gain or indeed self-serving. In my humble opinion, he does not serve the people of South Dorset any more than he serves the people of Barbados with his sugar plantation at Drax Hall. Do you ever see him around? No. Is he a man of his constituents?
No.
No, he wants nothing to do with you. Just as he wants nothing to do with the fast approaching climate breakdown, he only wants business as usual. He does not deserve your vote. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Annie.